This is Reglas Raven, and welcome back to our adventures here in the Saltsea Chronicles, where last time we had our adventurers finish everything that needed to be done at the float and gardens. And we have most of the things that we need. We have a lot of everything ready. We even got Merle treated, and he seems to be feeling much better. And he's the one, it looks like, making our decision. We ended with a big decision last time. We are either going to 𝓨𝓸, where they have a lot of tech things going on, so we could potentially fix the radio. And Iris and Neshko are our two voting in that direction. Because we are, of course, a democracy and everyone's voting. And then the Grace is a place where dream sailing is a big thing, and there's gardens and sanctuary and gravesite, and 𝓨𝓵𝓯 is hoping to find answers. They study dreams and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's between the Grace and 𝓨𝓸, and honestly, technically I want to go to 𝓨𝓸, especially with the knowledge that someone saw the ship that we're going after going that direction. However, if you go backwards and look at some of this stuff, Merle is actually talking a good chunk of some of this. So he seems like he actually likes the Grace a lot more than 𝓨𝓸. So I think it's Stu and 𝓨𝓵𝓯 for the Grace, and Iris and Neshko for 𝓨𝓸, and I actually really think Merle would be going for the Grace. So I'm gonna go with that answer for this amazing choice that we have here in front of us, and we'll go with that, though personally I would do this one. But just decided we're gonna go with what it looks like Merle is potentially going to answer, and his answer would be the Grace. So let's do with that. I think it's information we need. We shall sail to the Grace. 𝓨𝓵𝓯 sighs in relief. Iris scowls. Fine. Follow your rusted dreams. We should accept our crewmate's decision. We're going to find answers there. I know we will. Merle fumbles the spoon and it falls to the floor. The ship fills with AIDS protests. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
We're decided. Let's go. Okay. Time to move on. The Grace is that one. So that one might have been 𝓨𝓸, maybe. So we could go back and see what we got going on back there, but we need to go on, move, continue forward. Chapter 3, The Grace. Still unsure as to whether their captain is in trouble, the crew seek a means to understand more. The Grace's guides care for both people and knowledge. At least one of those services may be of use here. Yes, we got a new chapter. They are eating their meals. Awesome. Is Iris upset? Oh. Hello. Iris has a friend. A stowaway friend. Okay. Alright, well, here we are. We have gotten to Grace. Okay. Well, I guess we should start in one area and go from there. A token. Something to offer. Merle, checking over his notes from a previous visit to the Grace, spots something. He moves to the steps to speak with 𝓨𝓵 at the helm. I was wondering. Where are you? You might like to take a token of some sort with you. 𝓨𝓵 frowns. What do you mean? Well, it may be useful to you to undertake one of their ceremonies. I believe it is thought useful to have something to hold on to during. A token? Something which, carries the memories of the person who, 𝓨𝓵 winces, whom you wish to mark. Piece of 𝓨𝓾𝓼𝓵 or the 𝓨𝓵𝓵 charm? 𝓨𝓵 draws the 𝓨𝓵𝓵 charm from her pocket. She left without it. She never left without it before. I thought that I would give it back to her. Merle's face is all kindness. Then this is a way to do just that. Merle nods sadly before returning to his notes. That didn't sound fun. Graceful. Merle looks out at the old buildings of the Grace and scribbles a satisfied note in his log to their journey thus far. He's doing the logbook, because of course he is. An injured bird. Nesco finds an injured gull hobbling along the deck. His face falls. Was it caught in the rigging he fixed? Settling in. 𝓨𝓾𝓵 is looking more and more lively, more and more lived in from Merle's newly assembled library to Aid's toy shelf and Iris' array of tools. Oh, you could probably tell whose bunk is whose. Rig bugs. Stu pauses suddenly and turns her head towards the hull. She can hear something below. Rig bugs? On top of everything else? Iris is doing their level best to repair the portable array, but it's not beneath muttering about how useful a trip to 𝓨𝓵 would have been endeavor. Yeah. Strange sounds. Something's afoot. There's a creak underfoot. Stu looks up. Did you hear that? Iris cringes in their seat. What? No, I didn't hear anything. Something wrong, Buckle? Memories. No, I was just wondering what's happening at home. What will Aaron do? Stu shrugs. Reckon we've sailed past his reach. You're your own person. Got your own choices to make now. Iris is closely inspecting their own hands. A second loud creak echoes through the ship. Rig bugs? It's a winged pest that eats hemp and other bindings. Their scuttling can sound like knocking noises, dangerous on ships. It does sound bad. Rig bugs. That's it. Must be. But it doesn't sound like rig bugs. She frowns. Iris frets. Something is up. They're gonna figure out what's going on soon. Okay, what did we acquire? So we finished a lot of this stuff. But Grace is home to the guides, experts in both the interpretation of dreams and the history of Saltsea. We must seek them out. I hope soon to have more to record on this point. Okay. Ooh, this has changed some. So, it already said she's a talented celestial navigator, Maha's partner, and mother to 6-month-old Aid. Whispers from dream sailors seem to suggest that Maha is in danger, which only redoubles Molbe's urge to find her. Visiting the Grace feels like tempting fate. Is it right to mark someone you don't know is gone? Okay, he's resolved to keep a notebook chronicling the travels. He's the one in charge of the little logbook. Let's see. Iris likes to keep secrets like treasures, but I don't always consider their impact on others. That could be a thing. Stu begins to notice discrepancies in the food supplies. Is her memory failing? We're learning more about him. That is active. Molbe has gotten used to 𝓨𝓱𝓻𝓸𝓷𝓲. Trying to think what else. And then the ones that she still feels probably slightly lonely. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Only thing left is this. Ready to depart. Are you ready to proceed to crew selection and visit the Grace? Yes. It's time to proceed. Alright. Paying respects. Molbe adjusts Aid's sling, making sure they're secure.
Okay.
Let's go, if we're doing this. It'll be good for you, Molbe. 𝓨𝓱𝓻 is turning a gull feather over in his hands, unspeaking. An unparalleled opportunity to learn from the collective wisdom of the guides. Stu shoots 𝓨𝓪 a look. This is about Maha. Should have gone to 𝓨𝓸. To be kind. Maybe you should go ashore, Paco. Might help you too. Iris looks terrified at the thought. And you're awfully quiet, 𝓨𝓱𝓻. What's chewing your brother? I found a wounded gull in our rigging. The rigging I laid. It's badly hurt. It needs my help. Everyone looks a little confused by this. What in the heck are you talking about? That's a lot of guilt to take on yourself, kitten. Gulls fly into all sorts of things. Nevertheless, no one can find the right words to fill the silence. Merle still tries. Ahem. And the motto of our expedition? Right. Don't make me mark Maha alone. Stu has questions. I've got a few questions I'd like to put to the old guides. Dreams, right? They're supposed to know all about them. Merle nods sagely. They are learned in all things. Perhaps they can offer an interpretation. But who can truly say what a dream may mean? And does it ever mean only one thing? The skeptical puff of air blows their hair out of their eyes for just a moment before it settles back in place. Give it a rest, Iris. Stu's right. I want to know what Agna's dream means. You don't have to come. I don't want to anyway. Oh, stow it. And of course, we shall have to locate a guide to conduct a ceremony for us. My skill in 𝓲𝓪𝓵𝓽𝓼 will certainly be of use. He's been practicing that sentence. I'm sure you'll charm them. She's not sure at all.
Okay.
Only space for one more in the tender. Who will it be? Alright. The Grace, a gathering of drowned temples and half-submerged gongs which chime with the tides, a place of pilgrimage, sanctuary, retreat, and study. The long-term residents often forgo worldly goods, though information can be valuable, as can new understanding. Here they primarily speak Pata, but the language of the guides is 𝓲𝓪𝓮. Alright. So, she needs to know if Maha's been marked at the grace as lost or sunk. I don't know if I'm ready for the answer, but if she's gone, I need to know. She speaks Pata, which is the primary language. He speaks an archaic version of 𝓲𝓪𝓮. So... maybe. A bastion of archival tradition. The books. They say the scent of paper is overwhelming in such a collection. Fascinated by the deep historical records of the Grace, Merle is eager to visit and explore further. Stu has marked her fair share of past friends, enemies, and family here. One way or another, we all end up at the Grace. Could be we hear of Maha here. She speaks Pata and Easterly. Iris isn't available, but she speaks Pata, Easterly, and Tan. He speaks Pata. Should have gone to Saltsea, but whatever. I'm gonna stay and get this aerial fixed. She's not interested in made-up spiritual things, and he's tending to that goal. I am responsible for the harm that befell this bird. I must make amends. It's one way of thinking of things. I know Merle wants to go, but I kind of want to take Stu. I think we should take Stu, because even though there's the 𝓲𝓪𝓮 thing, I feel like it would just embarrass Merle more, because it's an archaic version, it's an old version, and language changes. That's just a fact of life. So I think I'm gonna choose Stu. But first, I want to see what we have. That's the Grace. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna choose Stu, because I think that's a better option. Lost footing. Stu ties up the tender. Ope shades her eyes from the rising sun. Ready? Stu nods, cracking her knuckles.
Kitten.
As ever, kitten. Ope climbs down to the pale beach shore, but it gives underfoot. She stumbles. Comfort or tough love? Tough love. Aid rocks in their sling and cries out. Mope stands quickly, brushing herself down. Mope? Just clumsy. Stu knows it's more than that. Whatever the truth is, you've got to face it sometime. Might as well be now. Ah. What do we have now? The Grace food stall. I haven't even been over there yet. Ship is there. We can disturb things. Like usual. Okay. Flower boats. Flowers and prayers float on the tide, catching on the spires of the sunken temples. Okay. Copy. Some rhythm. A woman sits on the shore, radio between her knees, absent-mindedly spinning the dial. All this noise, but nothing new. Aid grizzles. Mope recognizes the beginning of a wail. Curiosity. What you listening out for? New songs. I'll be performing later. Always like to add to my repertoire. I thought this was a place of quiet reflection. Gabby scoffs. Not here. This is the bazaar. Look around you. The bazaar is a place where stallholders from across the archipelago may sell tributes, souvenirs, and snacks. Makes sense. They take in the stalls of trinkets, tributes, and fried snacks. Sometimes you need a break from all that quiet reflecting. Mope gives Aid a finger to grab onto. It seems to pacify them, for now. Ceremonies? I wanted to, she's uncharacteristically embarrassed. We're here for a ceremony. Gabby waves her hand. Memorial coves at the other end of the island. The steward there will lead one for you. I'm just here for the show. She remembers something. And my condolences, of course. What? No, we don't. It's not really. We just thought it might help. Gabby raises her eyebrow. But I hope you find what you need. Come back later if you want to watch. A good song beats a dream or a prayer any day. She returns to her radio. Okay then. 𝓱𝓻𝓻𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓬𝓵𝓮𝓼 proudly announces its new show, 𝓨𝓸𝓾𝓻𝓿's last song. Of course, 𝓨𝓸𝓾. News from home. A trader waves frantically at Stu. Stu! 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 I think they want you. They're probably just selling soup. Stu! It's me, 𝓨𝓸𝓾. Delayed? Stu is both startled and thrilled. 𝓨𝓸𝓾, get in. What a lovely surprise. You look well. 𝓨𝓸𝓾 smooths his hairy sweater. Thanks. What brings you here, lovely? Some of us thought it was important to have a bit of Los Gatos here. Our loved ones should be marked by our own traditions, you know. Stu nods. Right enough. And how's my Miguel? Clean whiskered as always, but he misses you a lot. He'll be glad I saw you. Stu looks wistfully out to sea. Maybe the currents will carry me back before too long. 𝓨𝓸𝓾 clears his throat. But what brings you here? Ah. Advice? Or remembrance? Advice. Someone told us about a, vision, a dream. It had some pretty rough news for us. Could mean anything. Right. So we're looking for guidance. 𝓨𝓸𝓾 frowns. I could never get my head around dreams. That's Anta's business. But I've spent time chatting with the guides since I've been here. They've helped me make sense of a lot. Guide hangs just across the bleach. But here, have this. For your friend. 𝓨𝓸𝓾 looks down at his wares and chooses a rusty red floating lantern. He passes it to Mope. May it bring you a whisker of comfort. Mope smiles gratefully. Our thanks, 𝓨𝓸𝓾. And you keep your paws clean, you hear me? 𝓨𝓸𝓾 grins. Always. That's cute. So some of these are probably from different places. So, red lantern. Gabby. Gabby's radio. Okay. There's that. Gongs. Below the surface, flooded gongs rock back and forth, sending ripples from the seabed to the shore. That's probably not a good thing. Trust them to have gongs underwater. Alright. Let's do this, and then we'll see how things go. Crisis of Faith. A young guide is sat by the tombolo, their head in their hands. Stu hesitates and sits beside them. Lovely view. The guide turns, their long face a picture of melancholy. Is it? Is it really? Stu gazes out at the tilting towers and calm waters of the Grace. Well, I like it. The sad remnants of beliefs long dead and a people long forgotten? Perhaps some do find that beautiful. Aid coughs sympathetically. Mope sighs briefly and joins the pair. You look like I feel. Lost. The figure laughs hollowly. Is it that obvious? A guide who has lost their way. Is there anything more bitter? Stu. Sounds tough, friend. Care to share your troubles with a passing stranger? I hear that helps.
Oh.
Troubles. Endless troubles. They rise and fall like the tides. We ease one pain and then another arises. Why bother at all? Why not simply let the waves wash over us? Zoe puts their head in their hands once more, 8 sniffles in their sling. Stu catches 𝓨𝓵𝓼's eye and waggles her eyebrows. Sympathy? She clears her throat. Aid tries to copy the sound. It splutters. I lost someone recently. I don't know exactly what happened. And it's left me, she swallows,
Yeah.
adrift. So, you know, I get it. We've helped so many people deal with loss. So many memorial ceremonies. Zoe points to their bright blue sash. But now, that's what I'm facing. I simply don't know what to do. Stu gestures encouragingly to 𝓨𝓵. Maybe at least going through the motions for someone else. We're looking for a guide to help us with this ceremony. So nods slowly. Performing my role. Moving forward. Perhaps. They pull themselves to their feet and brush the bleach from their robe.
Okay.
I will head to Memorial Cove and prepare. Can you also help with dreams? Zoe shakes their head sadly.
Oh.
You should speak with Shashi, one of the more skilled dream sailors. 𝓨𝓵 nods. Okay. Well. What? Oh, it was something for here. So, the melancholy guide agreed to conduct a ceremony to mark Maha at Memorial Cove, lost at sea. Okay, whoever the white-haired person... I think that's Maha, isn't it? I think that is Maha. We done lost all the pictures of Maha to the point that I can't recognize Maha's face anymore. Anyway, that is all the time that we have for today. This episode is going out super late, and it's my fault and things. Anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me today. If y'all could, do please leave a like. Leave any tips, tricks, thoughts, suggestions in the comment section down below. And do please subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.